What's poppin', people? I want y'all to meet my cousin Davion. So what he got going on is kind of like a freeform type of style thing. So all we really gonna do is a high taper on the back and the sides. Of course, what you're gonna start out by doing is combing out the hair, combing the hair down where it lays. And in the front, because he's growing the front out, it's like you have to pick the hairs that you want to lay down. So I separated the big hairs, the grown out hairs, from the small hairs, and that's what we laid down. So right here, all we doing is debulking, which is getting all the extras out of the way. I got a 1.5 guard on it right now. We went against the grain because, you know, it's been a while since he had a haircut. Right after that, we go ahead and we go into the ball guideline. We use the T outliners. I like to use my trimmers rather than a ball clipper because I just feel like it feel better. Like it feel like it's getting bald. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're doing right now. When y'all making these ball lines, make sure y'all paying attention to the way the hair grows as well. Because a lot of people be like, you know, oh, I got bumps because he or she was dirty. When all actuality, it could just be ingrown hairs because your hair probably grows sideways and they took the clipper and they just went straight up and down. So right here we took the wall seniors and we went up for about, you know, a half an inch. Then we took the 1 and put on the seniors and we're going up about another half an inch. As you can see, I'm kind of doing it in a slight rainbow shape to give it that burst look. So right after that, we put the 1.5 back on there and then we separate the hairs, the long hairs from the short hair. You got to really pay attention because he freeforming, which means, you know, his hair is growing however it's growing, right? So you got to be careful when you cutting it because you got to know which hair is in the hair and which hair is not, which hair is supposed to be cut. So right here we're going with the 0 guard or the 1/16 guard, and we're just knocking out that line we made in between that open and that 1. Again, you want to pay attention to the details. As you can see, like I'm using my corners, but also realize that I'm going sideways with my corner. That's because his hair actually grows sideways in some areas. So you got to be careful with that. You know, you want to make sure that you're knocking out everything the way you're supposed to knock it out. So as you can see, that's coming out pretty smoothly. We pop that guard right off, and then we're going with the no guard closed, right? So we start off closed, but we actually trigger plate. Trigger plate just means that, you know, you open and close the guard as needed. So of course, when it's darker, you know, you want to close it, and when it's lighter, you know, you want to open it up a little bit. That's just to bring the blends together. So right now, we just bringing in the ball and the open together. As you can see, it's coming out beautifully. It's looking beautiful. Everything's looking beautiful. So with freeform, y'all, it's really a process. I feel like anybody want to freeform, I say go for it. But you're gonna have some crazy moments. You know what I'm saying? Like you're gonna have some moments where you just feel like, dang, what is going on? You feel me? But I think as long as you, you know, stick with it, you'll get the results you're looking for. We're gonna go in to the sides with this high taper, and we're not doing those C cups. So we go ahead and make the ball line kind of high. All right, so make sure we knock all that hair up off his chin and his face as well. And we go in with the all the way open, no guard. Same steps as we did from the back. We're gonna bring it right here to the side. So that no guard open. Then we're gonna take it and we're gonna close it. And we go ahead and differentiate between the freeform and the hair that need to be cut. And when I do that, I just pick the comb, I take the comb, and, you know, I just differentiate between it. And, you know, that's what I determine what's supposed to be cut and what's not. Because obviously, if you've been getting previous haircuts, the hair that's supposed to be cut will be shorter than the hair that's, you know, that hasn't been cut. So, you know, it's pretty easy to differentiate. Yeah, this is my cousin, so y'all say what's up to him, you know. He going a different route, you know what I'm saying? Like, Freeform, you don't really see much of that around the area where we grew up at, or you know what I'm saying? Everybody really want to follow a trend, you know. So, if we took that 0 and we go ahead and knock that line out that we created. Now, I skipped over this, but I did go back in detail because like I said, his hair grows sideways in some areas, so I had to go back in detail. Now in the front, like I said, we differentiate between the long hairs and the short hairs, and we gotta pick the hairs that we want to lay down. So right here, I put the 1 guard on it, I laid down those hairs, then I went again with the no guard open, and I went slightly over it. I didn't press down on it, none of that, we just went slightly over it, and you know, laid that down. And I took my hairspray, sprayed on there, blow dried it. Then I come back with my Babyless trimmers, and you know, we make our line. Now, I usually start in the middle because starting from the sides, I feel like it'll kind of like not make your line symmetrical. So it take me a few tries. I'm not actually the perfect person at lineups the first time. It take me about, you know, I have to go over it a few times because not everybody's head is like this flat square and could get straight lines. Some people got like maybe like a hump at the top, and when you go to line it up, it may look crooked, but it's really not. It's just that the head is crooked. Some people got to line up like I have, which is, you know, it's like straight. It actually curves down a little bit, and that's okay. You gotta know what you're working with when you're working with it. So we grabbed the pencil and, you know, we outlined the line. I went over this line in probably about 3 times, but I cut that out to make sure that it was as straight as I can get it on my behalf. So it's okay to go over it a few times, you know, because you want to make sure that it's straight and it's contoured to the head shape. You don't want to just go over it one time and be like, oh, that's it, you know, then you go back with the pencil. Because the pencil, I really just use the pencil as a contour, you know, to make the line up pop after you put the enhancements if needed. You know, so then I go back and I apply my enhancement. Before I applied my enhancements, I went back with the T outliner to, you know, sharpen that lining up. Then I go ahead and apply my enhancements. Now, these enhancements are Kiss Express enhancements. I got it from Get Beamed, actually. Tune 45, that company is amazing. I have been watching them since I was in school. I'm talking about like in high school. They're amazing. I want to follow in their footsteps, you know, with the company and the brand. Everything is just amazing. So, you know, with the enhancement, you just get you a card, business card, ID, whatever works. You know, be a few inches away from the head. The closer you are, the darker it is. The further away you are, you know, the lighter it is. So, you know, it takes practice. It takes practice with that type of enhancement. You know, you're gonna mess up. Sometimes it's gonna be too dark. Sometimes it's gonna be too light. Sometimes it's not gonna blend. You know, but it just take practice. So then I go back with my hitters, which is my Babyless, and I go ahead and I, you know, hit at the line, dragging it down to make that pencil kind of contour to the black enhancement. And I go ahead and I hit the neckline. And I come all the way around. I like to start from the bottom. You know, it just makes me feel like I have a stronger foundation when I start from the bottom. So, yep, do that line up. I'm only actually showing y'all one side because, you know, what you do to one side, you do to the other. So, you know, you want to be detailed. You want to be very, very careful when you're doing this neckline. And if your clippers are sharp, you know, you definitely want to be careful. So this is the cut. You know, I'm going back, detailing just a little bit, combing some of the hairs now to make sure I have every hair, you know, in place. As you can see, the other side is also faded as well. I didn't show you the other side, but what you do to one side, you do to the other. It's pretty, you know, symmetrical or whatever. So this is basically the cut. We go in with the razor, you know, just going ahead and just making that line pop. You know what I'm saying? The razor adds an extra oomph to any haircut, I feel. You know, it also keeps the hair from growing back a little faster than the clipper does. So, you know, we go ahead and put that razor on there. Razor work takes practice as well. You know, my best advice is to practice with a balloon. Fill a balloon up with water if you want to get, you know, jazzy with it, or, you know, go ahead and put some cream on the gel, whatever, and go ahead and try to shave it off. If you pop it, that means you didn't cut your client, you know. That's the cut. I really hope y'all like it. I really hope y'all enjoyed the video. I really hope y'all enjoyed this new thing that I'm doing. Also, I got the 105 shirt, you know, 105 t-shirt. I have merch coming real soon. I hope that y'all stay tuned. I hope that y'all stay woke. I know I've been gone for a long time, but I appreciate the ones that still rocking with me, still looking forward to me bettering myself. I really appreciate it. So yeah, 105, and we out.